Okay, thank you. So we can not only help you enter the UK market with compliance, but also provide more global compliance services for you. Tuya will provide one-stop services for clients, and the certification professional will respond for the overall planning and the guidance of the whole process to ensure that clients can complete the certification and get the certificate in the shortest time after receiving the sample. Because the certification service controlled by Tuya provides full access of intellectual properties, and the Tuya engineers have the highest understanding with their own modules, which can minimize the certification times. At the same time, in the process of working with top companies, Tuya has been nearly aware of the changes in the market and started PSTI certification studies for some customers, so that Tuya being one of the first patch companies in the market to start our PSTI certification studies. Okay, now that we have a basic understanding of Tuya PSTI certification services, I believe the audience is curious about Tuya's current technical capabilities invested in PSTI. Today, we also invite our senior cybersecurity engineer. Let's invite him to share some technical insights and investment Tuya has put in this area. Ethan?
Yeah. Thanks, Sander, for inviting me. So please look at the requirements of password in PSTI regulations. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay. We can see the snapshot. The most important item is the password must be unique per product or defined by the user of the product. So how does Tuya's technical architecture to comply with it? According to the actual IoT products, no matter which way you use to get the credential for devices on the Tuya platform, as long as the devices are intended to connect to Tuya Cloud, the one-by-one password mechanism can be ensured. It's a mandatory requirement in almost worldwide cybersecurity standards for IoT products. And all products within the Tuya ecosystem meet this requirement once the production is completed.
Okay, what is Tuya doing on vulnerability disclosure management?
Of course, Tuya's Global Bounty program is a high-value vulnerability reward plan. It rewards white hats in the world who make outstanding contribution to Tuya's security. The program aims to build Tuya's security ecosystem mutually. According to Tuya's reward standards, for a single high-risk vulnerability, rewards can reach up to $300,000. Currently, the latest regulations such as PSTI EN 303-645 and NIST IR 8259-8425 all require the brand owners to disclose their own vulnerability policies publicly. Tuya's SRC platform is a feedback system for all vulnerabilities, including reception, classification, response, fix, and disclosure.
Thanks, Ethan. How about the support period?
Oh, support period. We know that Tuya has its own security baseline. It's called Tuya OS. It's built on top of RTOS, Linux, and Long OS. Tuya OS is a distributed and platform-agnostic IoT OS. Tuya promised to provide 3 years support period from the initial official release date of the new Tuya's OS version.
Can you tell us some of the problems that you meet during the test?
Okay, we can view the issue raised by the testing lab. We found that 2 logic interfaces were scanned by the lab. So Tuya needed to describe the types of the interfaces, the purpose of the interfaces, the default status, the authorized entities who can access and modify the interfaces, the authentication and the authorization methods. and whether the authentication method will be changed or deactivated.
So Tuya can provide technical services to explain the details to the lab. This is why we strongly recommend that clients choose Tuya PSTI certification services, which we can communicate directly with the tool. Besides, we have a better understanding of the cybersecurity certifications. Tuya can address the issues from the labs promptly, and Tuya take part in the certification earlier. It would be very useful to speeding up the whole process. Okay, Ethan, I believe that our attendance is not only interested in Tuya technical strengths in the PSTI. Can you tell us about the Tuya overall technical strengths?
Okay, as Sander mentioned, Tuya Smart is a leading IoT platform company, just as shown in the picture. Although there are only assess, develop, test, release, online, those 5 major steps in SDR, we have more measures at each step to make sure the security of firmware and software, like using security components, black duck tool, internal coding audit. And Tuya has invited a lot of third-party organizations to audit our information security management and privacy protection system. Meanwhile, Tuya also can validate the security compliance through these implementations. For example, Tuya has obtained the SOC 2 and SOC 3 audit reports from Ernst & Young and received certificates from the BSI, including the global recognized ISO 27001, ISO 27701, and ISO 27017.
Great. Tuya has made a great difference in the IoT product cybersecurity area.
Yeah, and Tuya has engaged with about 10 leading security companies to perform the professional penetration test on Tuya's product and modules to evaluate the Tuya's cybersecurity strengths. Some of them are famous security companies, such as Rapid7, On the Defense, SciSoft, and Winlinux. Tuya has performed coding audits to prevent any insecure codes or backdoors within the products, and to ensure that there is no unauthorized access related to the data across the different servers.
Thanks for sharing, Ethan. Okay.